Hello students, this is Seema ma'am here. I hope you all are well. Let us today discuss the marking scheme of your subject English core. The code of your subject English core is 301 and this is the marking scheme. The question paper will be of 80 marks, 20 marks is allotted for ASL. Total number of question will be 10. The question paper will be divided into 3 sections. Section A, reading, which is of 20 marks. Section B, that is writing, this is of 30 marks. Section C, literature, this is also of 30 marks. In reading sections, there will be 2 passages. One will be of 12 marks and the second one, which is note making, is of 8 marks. So your reading section will be 12 plus 8, which is equal to 20 marks. In writing section, you will have 4 questions. First question will be of 4 marks. For 4 marks, the topics which you have to study are notice, poster, advertisements, and invitation and replies. Second question is letter of 6 marks. For this, you have to study different kinds of letter like business letter, official letters, job application, etc. Third question will be of 10 marks. For this, you have to study the topic article and speech writing. Fourth question will be also of 10 marks, and for this you have to study the topic debate and report writing. In literature section, there will be 4 questions. First will be reference to context from both poem and prose. Means you will get one extract from poem and one extract from prose, and you have to do this. And altogether they will carry 8 marks. One extract is of poem which will carry 4 marks. Another is of prose which will carry 4 marks. So total together it is of 8 marks. In second question of literature, you have to answer any 5 questions. The marking will be 2 into 5, which is equal to 10 marks. Third question of literature will be of 6 marks. You will get 2 questions from the book Flamingo, from which you have to do only one. The word limit is 120 to 150 words. In fourth question of literature, again you will get 2 questions from the book Vistas, from which you have to do only one. The word limit will be 120 to 150 words and marks allotted is 6 marks. So this is the marking scheme or the blueprint of your question paper. I hope you have understood it carefully. Thank you, students. Good morning, students. First, I would like to tell you that CBSE has prescribed 2 books for English core for class 12. 301 is the code. The book prescribed are Flamingo and Vistas. Today, I am going to explain the first lesson of the book Flamingo. The name of the lesson is The Last Lesson and the writer of this lesson is Alphonse Daudet. Alphonse Daudet was born in 1840 and he died in 1897. He was a French novelist and short story writer. The Last Lesson is set in the days of the Franco-Prussian War, which took place in 1870 and 1871, in which France was defeated by Prussia led by Bismarck. Student, here in the last lesson, the setting of the story is Franco-Prussian War. Setting of the story means ये कहानी फ्रैंको प्रशियन वॉर के वक्त की है जो 1870 और 1871 में हुआ था. इस युद्ध में फ्रांस को प्रशिया ने हरा दिया था. प्रशिया के लीडर थे बिस्मार्क. प्रशिया जिसे आज हम जर्मनी के नाम से जानते हैं. इस युद्ध के बाद जर्मनी का पूरा राज्य हो गया फ्रांस के ऊपर. यानी फ्रांस में अब फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज की पढ़ाई नहीं हो सकती थी और अब उन्हें जर्मन लैंग्वेज ही पढ़ना था. इस स्टोरी में हम देखेंगे कि कैसे फ्रेंच डिस्ट्रिक्ट अल्सेस एंड लॉरेन जो है वो जर्मनी के हाथों में चले गए और इस युद्ध का क्या असर हुआ इन स्कूल्स पे, ये हमें इस चैप्टर में पढ़ना है. After the grammar, we had a lessons in writing. That day, M. Hamel had new copies for us, written in a beautiful round hand, France Alsace, France Alsace. They looked like little flags floating everywhere in the classroom, hung from the rod at the top of our desk. You ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. The only sound was the scratching of the pens over the paper. Once some beetles flew in, but nobody paid any attention to them, not even the littlest one, who worked right on the tracing their fish hooks as if that was French too. On the roof, the pigeons cooed very low, and I thought to myself, will they make them sing in German? Even the pigeons. ग्रामर के बाद हमने राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस की. उस दिन एम हेमल हमारे लिए नई कॉपीज़ लाए थे जिन पे खूबसूरत गोल अक्षरों में फ्रांस अल्सेस लिखा हुआ था. ये छोटे छोटे झंडों की तरह क्लासरूम में डेस्क के रॉड से लगे थे. वन कैन सी दैट एवरीवन वाज बिजी इन देयर वर्क. चारों तरफ खामोशी थी, सिर्फ पेपर पे पेन के चलने की आवाज़ें आ रही थी. यहाँ तक कि जो छोटे छोटे बच्चे थे वो भी अपने स्टडीज़ में, अपने राइटिंग में इतने मसरूफ़ थे कि किसी ने और किसी तरफ ध्यान ही नहीं दिया. बीच में क्लास के अंदर एक बीटल आ जाती है, एक फ्लाई आ जाती है, और तब भी बच्चे उसकी तरफ ध्यान नहीं देते हैं और चुपचाप अपना काम करते रहते हैं, वो लिखते ही रहते हैं. छत के ऊपर पीजन्स की कूइंग की आवाज़ सुनाई देती है. कूइंग मीन्स द साउंड प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द पीजन्स. छत के ऊपर कबूतरों के बोलने की आवाज़ सुनाई देती है और फ्रेंच सोचने लगता है कि क्या ये जर्मन लोग इन कबूतरों को भी जर्मन भाषा में ही आवाज़ निकालने के लिए कहेंगे. मीन्स यहाँ हम देख सकते हैं कि फ्रेंच बताना चाहता है कि क्या ये जर्मन पीपल नेचर को भी डोमिनेट कर सकते हैं. बट स्टूडेंट्स, यू नो वेरी वेल कि नेचर को कोई भी डोमिनेट नहीं कर सकता है. Whenever I looked up from my writing, I saw M. Hamel sitting motionless in his chair and gazing first at one thing, then at another.